Hi Mama! In this video I'm talking nursing stations for breastfeeding. That's everything that you want to have in a basket or cart near where you're nursing or pumping so that you can make it as easy a journey as possible. I'm Katie Huey Harrison, founder and editor-in-chief of Undefining Motherhood, an educational site and community where we equip you with the tools and knowledge you need to help you do this mom thing your own way. So here's what I want you to know. Despite all the people out there who would have you think that breastfeeding is so natural and easy, it's actually really hard. In fact, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, 60% of U.S. moms admit to not breastfeeding for as long as they plan to. But there are things we can do to make your journey easier and to make it more successful if that's the way that you want to go about feeding your child. And using these nursing stations is one of the best ways that you can do that. From milk supply struggles to lack of lactation support, there are so many reasons that you might not reach your breastfeeding goals. And unfortunately, we can't control all of those reasons, but there is one thing that we can control: preparation. If you want to be successful in your breastfeeding journey, there are 3 things that I really recommend doing before baby arrives. Number 1, find a lactation consultant. Look for the acronym IBCLC and then program their phone number into your phone, or go ahead and reach out to them ahead of time so that you can contact them as soon as they're needed. Another and possibly more affordable option is to look for a local chapter of your Leche League. I'll drop a link in the description below so that you can find that for yourself. Number 2, choose a good breast pump and have it ready in your home. Sanitize it, sterilize it, do what you need to do so that it is there. That way, if you need to work on supply issues, if you have a baby who struggles with a latch, you still have the ability to pump that milk for them while you're trying to work through those struggles. And finally, number 3, and this is what this video is about, set up a breastfeeding station in your home so that you can support yourself through hunger, thirst, latch issues, sore nipples, whatever comes your way. So what is a nursing station? A breastfeeding station or a nursing station is something that you set up in your home that's going to give you easy access to everything you need while you're sitting down nursing your baby, so that you as a mom can be supported and your baby will have everything they need. Where do you put a nursing station? I suggest having one wherever you're going to feed baby most. For me, this means I have a full nursing station in my living room, and then I have a smaller breastfeeding station in the nursery next to the chair where I glide with baby. There are some larger items like nursing pillows that you probably don't want to have 2 of, but if you move those back and forth between rooms, if you're going to be moving a lot, then you can at least have smaller versions of things that you need in both places, and that will make your life a lot easier. So if you've been watching on the previous weeks, we have already talked about 4 mama baby stations that you're going to set up around your home to make things as easy as possible when baby arrives. This is the 5th one, and it's special because it's only for mamas who really want to breastfeed. But if you are interested in having a good nursing journey, I highly recommend having this set up in advance. And because the purpose of this is to make your breastfeeding journey easy, there are going to be some comfort items in here, both for mom and for baby. And I want you to pay attention to them because even though they may not feel as important as, say, your diaper station, believe me, they can make a huge difference in your success in this journey. So there are 4 categories of things that I want you to have in these stations. Number 1, breastfeeding items. Number 2, baby care items. Number 3, mom support items, particularly snacks. And number 4, sanitary items. Let's talk about the breastfeeding items first. The first thing that you're going to want is a nursing pillow. Most people are most familiar with the boppy. I actually am not a boppy fan. I don't find that it supports baby as well as I would like. My arms are still really necessary to keep them in position even once they've latched. That's not my preference. A lot of people love the My Breast Friend pillow. My personal favorite is the Lullaby. It's soft, it's thick, it's comfortable, and it holds baby in the perfect position no matter which breastfeeding position you're choosing to use. Next, you want nursing pads. My pads are reusable from Kindred Bravely, and they're my very favorites. They're bamboo, soft, amazing. You can also get disposable pads if that's your preference and you don't want to have to do the extra laundry. I'm fine with it because I'm doing a lot of laundry anyway, and these are more comfortable. You put them in your bra, and they help keep your clothes clean when you're leaking milk, which is really important because breast milk is really hard to get out of clothing, so it's nice to have this buffer. So when you go to nurse your baby, you're gonna pull this out, drop it in a dirty bag, or if it's not too wet and you wanna reuse it, then you can just put it back when you're finished. Soothing items for your breasts and nipples are also going to be really important. I love soothing gel pads. I also really highly recommend nipple cream. This is actually a 2-part cream from Bodily, which is great. I also love just the simple jar of Mother Love nipple cream. Now, when you start nursing, experiencing pain is common, but I want to emphasize that it's not normal. Breastfeeding should not hurt. If breastfeeding hurts, it likely means that your baby has a shallow latch, and lactation support can really help you. Another tool that nursing moms swear by is the Haaka. This is a manual breast pump that has suction on it. So if you're nursing your baby on one side, you can put this on the other side, and it will actually collect the milk that comes out while you're nursing. So you no longer have to lose that milk. Then you can add it to a bag to save it, just as if you pumped without having a pumping session. Another mom favorite is a lactation massager. So these are little electronic massagers that you put right here while you're nursing, and it massages to help keep your milk ducts from being clogged and also to help you just get the milk out and let it down easily. I'll link my favorite one in the description below. Next, you really want to focus on baby care items because you want to have everything you need for little one at that arm's reach when it comes up that you need it. For some moms, this means having a nursing cover. I personally don't care about covering up when I'm nursing, especially at home, so I don't keep that around. But I do recommend having muslin blankets, not a ton, but what you can do is you can use them as a cover, you can also use them as a burp cloth, or you can use them to clean up unexpected messes, all of which will happen at some point. Another thing I recommend having is actually just a burp cloth. I love these muslin ones by Aiden and Anise that function as bibs or as burp cloths that you can put over your shoulder. They're fantastic, and you're going to want to burp baby part of the way through your feeding sessions, so it's going to be really helpful to have these on hand. I also love to keep socks in mind because one, when we're holding baby to nurse, it's a time when we tend to notice if things like feet are cold, so it's easy to have these right next to us. And two, if they're scratching around and clawing or doing anything difficult to distract themselves, you can pop a sock on their hands and use it as a little mitten. Next, we want to focus on mom care items, particularly how you're going to get nourishment. So if you go back a few weeks ago, we have a video on mom snack stations, and I put mine in a cart. I have a 3-tiered cart, and I put it in the cart with my breastfeeding station, so it's super easily accessible at all times. I have things like beef jerky, protein bars, protein shakes, cereal bars, dried fruit, lactation cookies, and when I make fresh lactation cookies, I also add those to the basket in little Ziploc bags, and especially bottles of water, because when you are nursing, hydration is the most important thing that you can do to keep up supply and also just to feel like a normal human. And finally, the last things you're going to need in this station, sanitary items. I have a few I love. Hand sanitizer, because you're going to be touching your baby's food source, and who knows when you last wash your hands, so this can be really nice to have on hand. Wipes, because there will be spills, there will be leaks, there will be spit ups. Breast milk is sticky. It's really great to have wipes around when you need them. And finally, trash bags. I love to use the little doggy poop bags because they roll out, they're easy, they're small, that's usually all you need. So if you need to toss wipes in the trash, anything like that, you've got a bag and you don't necessarily have to leave whatever was dirty and icky and sticky out on your furniture. Now, if you're building your breastfeeding station where you're going to be keeping baby at night, there are a few other things you might want to think about having on hand as well. Specifically, things that are going to help you see in the dark and keep you awake and entertained so you don't fall asleep while you have baby. The first and most obvious is a nightlight. We don't suddenly develop x-ray vision when we become moms, and I couldn't believe how hard it was to get enough light to see the basic things I needed to do when my son was born. So having a nightlight, a lamp, an actual light that is plugged in, or something you can wear on your shirt is going to be a game changer. And you want to make sure that you're doing something with red light or at least orange yellow light, because the blue light is going to be harder for baby to go back to sleep and for you too. Next, you might want a remote control if there's a television in the room, or a tablet. Yes, these are both going to give you the blue light that might help keep you awake, but let's be honest, we're not getting a ton of sleep if we're breastfeeding in the middle of the night. And so anything that helps keep you sane and occupied is going to be really helpful. And finally, chargers for your phone, tablet, whatever it is that you're using. Believe me, the last thing you want is to be stuck in the middle of a breastfeeding session trying to scroll Instagram to keep yourself awake and your phone dies. So make sure you have chargers handy. So I'm dying to find out from you, what was your number one item in your breastfeeding station? Tell me about it in the comments below. Want more information on how to prepare your home to make the transition to baby easier? Download our free Getting Ready for Baby bundle. It's linked in the description below. It has 6 checklists of everything you need to do to get ready for baby, including those 4 mama baby stations that I've been talking about over the past 4 weeks. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you have found this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.